Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken back here with Splash Sports. Today is May 27, 2024. Little recap on yesterday's performance. We still had a winning day, going 2-1. We lost the Yankees and the San Diego Padres. Their bats absolutely came out flat as ever. I think they were scoreless through 4 or 5 innings in that one. Tough one to shake off, but still had a winning day, going 2-1 on this show. And yet again, all I care about is winning days on this show, ladies and gentlemen. We got Memorial Day here, starting off with Monday, so let's roll right into it. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game. Plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into those plays, be sure to smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And make sure to toggle on that notification button. That way, every time I drop another video, you guys will be notified. All right, let's take a look at Memorial Day's game, starting off with game number 1. We got the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the San Francisco Giants here. For the Phillies, Walker will be on the mound. He's 3-0 currently this season with 26.2 innings of work. He does have a little higher end of an ERA, sitting at a 5.06 here. 21 strikeouts, under a strikeout per inning, and 15 earned runs given up for Walker this season. He'll be matched up here against the San Francisco Blake Snell. He's 0-3. 15 innings of work. He does have a high end of an ERA, sitting at 11.40. With 17 strikeouts, he's averaging a strikeout here per inning, but has given up 19 earned runs on only 15 innings of work. Clearly, Blake Snell trying to figure himself out, fighting an injury bug all year here, but he looked better. He looked better in his last outing. He had 3 scoreless innings against the Pittsburgh Pirates in his last outing, and then the bottom of the 4th inning, he gave up, I believe it was 4 or 5 runs in that one, but still looked pretty strong coming out of the gates in the first and the second inning. You look at Walker, what he did in his last outing against the Rangers. He gave up a run in the top of the first in that first inning. I expect Walker to have a bounce back start to this game, so to speak. And Blake Snell looked good from the start. He just let one inning get away from him. I like this game being in San Francisco. The Phillies got to travel here to San Francisco after a long series against that Colorado Rockies team. So that's why in game number 1 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants, we're going to smack the NRFI no runs first inning. Let's roll in our second game between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers here. Justin Steele will be on the mound. He's 0-2 with 25.1 innings of work, an ERA of 5.58 here with 23 strikeouts, still putting batters away, and 16 earned runs so far this season for Justin Steele. He'll be matched up against the Milwaukee Brewers' Robert Gasser. What a last name, Gasser here. 2-0, 17 innings of work, an ERA of 2.65 here, 6 strikeouts and 5 earned runs. Clearly doesn't put batters away in the box, but he competes up there with a record of 2-0. Steele has now got back-to-back games combining 12 innings of work, 12 hits, and 10 earned runs in just 2 games against the Braves and the Padres. Granted, the Braves have been swinging, but Acuna is out for the rest of this season. That is a low blow to these Atlanta Braves. That's a killer for them. And then they played against the Pirates, and Steele pitched against the Pirates, and that one did not look good at all. I'm expecting Justin Steele to have a game. He's way too good of a pitcher now. He's got some innings, 25.1 innings under his belt here. I'm expecting Justin Steele to have a Justin Steele type of game here. Granted, the Chicago Cubs are coming into this game on a 4-game losing streak right now. Not good for my Cubbies here. And Gasser ran into a little trouble in his last outing against that Miami Marlins team. He ended up going 6 innings of work, 10 hits, and 4 earned runs against that Miami Marlins team in his last one. I just think Justin Steele will come out and have a great game here. He's 0-2. His numbers do not look good whatsoever, and I think divisional game in Milwaukee against Gasser, I think he comes out and shoves. That's why in game number 2 between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers, we're smacking the NRFI no runs first inning. Throw into our third and final game between the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners here. For the Houston Astros, Framer Valdez will be on the mound here. He's 3-2 with 41.2 innings of work this season with an ERA sitting at a 4.32 with 34 strikeouts, averaging just under a strikeout here per inning in his allowed 20 earned runs. He'll be matched up against the Seattle Mariners. Bryce Miller here, he's 3-5 currently this season, 58.2 innings of work. He does have a little higher end of an ERA, sitting at a 3.53, 56 strikeouts, just under a strikeout here per inning in 23 earned runs. You look at what Bryce Miller has done in his last 2 outings. Granted, they have been both starts on the road, but those starts resulted in a loss, 2 losses there. His last start was against the New York Yankees, going 6 innings of work, 5 hits, and 5 earned runs there. I'm expecting Miller to have a bounce-back game, and also Valdez is coming off a loss as well for these Houston Astros. Against the Angels, going 5 innings of work, 10 hits, and 8 earned runs. Both of these guys are good enough pitchers to have a bounce-back game here, especially in Seattle where it is a pitcher's ballpark. That's why in game number 3 between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners, we're also smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I selected for you today for Memorial Day Monday. Game number 1, we got the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants, NRFI. Game number 2, we got the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers, NRFI. And in game number 3, between the Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners, we're smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button for me. It helps me out a ton, and it costs you guys none. And go follow me on X at Nick Menken. Best of luck and best bets.